What's up, guys? So the Grimforest is now live in-game. I'm going to do the deck building with you all and do some map exploration. I'm going to try to do these videos a bit earlier in the day so that if you want to see what path I take and maybe what's to come in that direction, then you can do so. Because while this will be different per rotation, it should be the same for everybody right now. So you can see, okay, this is where the boss is at. This is where a mimic is. Here's where the Phrygius, whatever that goblin's name is, that's where he's at as well. So as far as this deck building strategy, let me know what strategy you took. I'm going to take the strategy of half support on the right side, doesn't matter which side, and then half damage on the left side. You can also go support and damage mixed, and then support and damage mixed, which I don't know how much of a difference it actually makes, to be honest, but it may make some of a difference. The biggest place you need to worry about is going to be up here. This is where it gets a bit more difficult. This only unlocks after you beat the big boss, and this area is only going to allow you to have a total, I think, of 7 or 8 champions randomly picked. So in that case, you only have 3 extras, right? So 3 extra champions to go against the big, well, not big bosses, but difficult heroes is something that you do want to have strong options really just everywhere. And half damage, half support guarantees you'll have some damage dealers and some support, whether it's turn meter reduction, heal reduction, block buffs, revives. You kind of want all of those. So for me, let's narrow this down up first to heal reductions. Heal reductions is something you want to bring. I have the best heal reduction option, which is Morgaine. Now, I wish it was, oh, I can just do this. I can switch the sides. So we're going to go Morgaine. Luminescence is good. I don't necessarily need her, though. I think I have better options. Can we click and view? Yeah. So she does have a good A3 ability, actually, to be honest, solid champion. Heal reduction, block buffs, both very valuable debuffs here, but I don't really need that. Now, Knave of Hearts, I didn't use Knave on the test server, but the heal reduction can't be removed or anything. This could actually be quite solid. We have a Provoke as well. Not for sure if that's ever going to be used, but we'll throw Knave in there. I need to get him rebuilt anyways. Cold Heart, another actually solid option. Heal reduction there. We have a max HP on the A3, some poison and decreased accuracy. You know what? Let's throw a Cold Heart in here just for the sake of it. And then throw in a Torment. Maybe I need a Torment somewhere sometime. Now we're going to go for block buffs. I have a few champions here. We're going to go Crixia. My Lazarius is actually a damage dealer, so we'll put him over here. And then we have, don't really need Androck. He's kind of cool though. Maybe I'll take him. We're going to go Lydia for sure over on the support side. Esme is actually a very solid champion. We have a Strip, block buffs, weaken, and then decrease attack. Not for sure if I'll need her though. Probably won't, so I'm not going to take her just yet. I've already done this on the test server though, so I kind of know what to expect. And I kind of more or less remember my deck as well. Lady Noelle could be cool. Relatively low star soul for her though. We have Archbishop. He has heal reduction. I don't want to go overkill in the heal reduction. You don't need tons of them. You just need, I'd say probably about 3 if possible. So you could basically guarantee yourself 1 in most fights. Now, increased accuracy, increased defense. I'm not going to pick him just yet. Androck would be cool for some potential different strategies, but whether I go or not certain. We'll go Lamasu. She brings some good stuff. Block buffs, instant turn, decrease attack. Now, let's go for some other champions. My mic keeps falling down right now for some reason. Let's go for the damage dealer side. This should be pretty quick to fill out. We're going to go Siegfried, the Chicken. We'll go Laz. Carnage, not necessarily needed. Go Embreeze for some quicker wave clear and stuff. Harima could be cool, though I'm looking for some boss killers. Some boss killers would be nice. Razelvarg, I recently got him in a pretty nasty build, so I'll bring him as well. He'll be kind of like Siegfried level to clear the waves and those annoying stages. Gonna bring a Venus. HP burn. I forgot about that. You have to have HP burn. HP burn is literally required and will hold you back in content. So go Herbaeus. We already have a Laz. Might as well go Cupidus since we have Venus. There's a chance to be able to combine those anyways. Tarasa Marichka. I'm going to go those as well. Tunisia is very good if you have Tunisia. Places the HP burn without actually doing a hit, at least on Hydra. Right here, I'm not for sure why it says attacks all enemies and then HP burn. When on Hydra, it'll ignore the poison cloud. Not certain if it does here, but it maybe does. We're going to go Rio for some extra boss damage. My big thing I'm concerned about is the Phrygius, whatever that champion's name is, doing enough damage to him to get the maximum 10 million damage for that area. So I'm thinking champions like Mikage, Cardiel, champions who I don't think I used over on the test server version of this, but champions who I want to give a shot to here. So we'll go Curio, throw him in this fight as well. And then we're going to go back to the damage dealer side. This is going to be Taras. We're going to go for Galathier, obviously going to be thrown in here as well. If you got mythical champions, you're probably going to be using them. Shuzin, Armons, turn meter reduction, turn meter manipulation, decreased speeds. Those are all going to be massive as well. Decreased speed was a huge help for me. Now, do I need more decreased speed champions? Not really. Fjorad, you know what? Let's throw this dwarf dude in here. I'm going to throw him on the damage dealer side because I have him built to do actually pretty decent damage. He could very easily be on the supports. I'm getting a little bit carried away on the support side, though, to be honest. Chris could be good as well. Let's go ahead and throw Taras and Marichka in here, though. Or, sorry, Marichka. I already got Taras. Marichka, Marius. Mostly Marichka for just pairing with Taras. And then, at this point, if we have the Mikage, let's go Michinaki or Harima. Both of them could be very solid. We have decreased defense and weaken options, so I'm just going to go Harima instead. George is not necessarily needed. Nishak and the bombs could be cool. Let's see. Just scroll through. Kaimar's always a potential option. We have some damage from Raphael, but I got better damage dealers than that, better options. We have some freezes, Crocad. We don't really need anybody from down here. There's no epics that are going to be like super standout necessarily for me. So I don't really need to go down and visit those just yet. Molly's good. Duchess is good as well. Elva's good. The cleanse plus the block debuffs, very good. And I may just take all damage dealers from here on out, honestly. Let's go Aphtodis. Aphtodis is good. Garrel's great. Some good AoE damage dealers definitely will be helpful. We already have Harima. We can do more copies of her. Actually, let's go Yumiko. This will be good if I can get both of them in the fights. We'll just finish off the support side with double Yumiko. And then for this, because then you just perma reset the team and things are fairly easy at that point. Foley could be good. I want a bit more tanky damage, but who's a good poisoner that I have? Just to maybe put some more damage on a boss fight. I need like a really good boss killer. If I don't already have some. I'm sure I already have plenty of good boss killers here. Let's go Dracomorph. He brings some good stuff as well. Boss killer. Commodus and Carnage aren't going to fit that boss killer category. We got Trunda. Hey, nothing wrong with a plus 4/6R Trunda thrown into a team, right? Let's check out. We're going to see if we can throw in just a few other champions. These ones are going to be the very late. Alil, sure. Let's throw you in there, buddy. You're good. You're a beast of a champion. We have Noelle, but I'm not bringing her just yet. Not really needed. You could go Sir Nick. I mean, Sir Nick's recently buffed. Should be buffed now on the live servers. Yeah, so he's good there now. We don't have Noelle to pair with him. Maybe I switch out one of these champions for Noelle. We have a few HP burn options. Cardiel plus Mikage. Yeah, let's we have a few heal reductions, don't I? Let's drop out Knave and go Noelle instead. I think Noelle could be very solid here. Over there, switch this, move Noelle, and then for the final few champions, who do I want to take? Could go Ray. Ray's not bad. We have Nishak. He does a lot of poisons, but not really a whole lot past that. Let's go Michinaki. Michinaki could be very solid. The decreased defense, the A1 HP burn, plenty of HP burn champions, basically. Turvold could be good, but I don't really need him because he's got a low star soul in my account, so I don't think it'd be that helpful. Chrysias could be cool, but I don't think they're going to work out that great. Let's go Leonardo. And last but not least, we have a strong lineup here. But it's just, once you pick your lineup, you can't really go back. You can't go back and change it. There's no going back, really. I mean, you can swap a few of the champions, but it's difficult. Once you confirm your squad will be set for the Grimforest, you can change it to 5 champions. But the issue is that when you change them, you can't just change anybody. You can only change the ones they allow you to change. So we're going to go this way. We're going to go towards the top. We're going to go straight for the boss fight. Let's go ahead and get started with this. Draw champions at random. Confirm. We're going to go ahead and get the big dudes in here. Hopefully they're all built fine. Do this and this. Start on auto. And it should be fine. My air base is actually naked, so it's not going to be super helpful. For the very first boss, the Mortu Macabre from campaign, I originally said 12.6, but it's actually 12.7, I believe. So that's some good bit of information there. My Laz, hopefully, is built fine. Yeah, he's fine. No, actually, he's not necessarily. Let's get Lazarius switched. This is the area where it's most important to have good damage, because this will take a while if you don't have good damage. If you don't have people built to do damage, like, to be honest, you don't really need supports as much here. These waves are pretty easy to deal with. It's just actually getting through the waves to the boss and everything. I want to at least reduce her turn meter, because she's just annoying if not. I don't want to have to deal with her swapping HP. Dang, I just can't get rid of her. Unless, of course, they changed the stuff since the test server, which they didn't. But if they did, then it'd be a little bit difficult. Now, this Alaz, I think, is actually not built at the moment. I switched gear around just recently for the Hydra keys that I ran. So some of my champs that I built yesterday are not built at the moment. Not a huge deal, though. Like, we should be able to do this fairly easily. Yeah, he's definitely not built very well right now. That's fine. It's fine that he's dead. Honestly, don't care at all. We're going to proc his turn meter boost stuff, basically. And then we're going to reduce his turn meter. Maybe. I guess we can't reduce his turn meter. There are some of the bosses you can reduce turn meter on, though. Him not being one of them. Okay. No proc there, and then he's dead. Cool. So I need to get some of those champions rebuilt. We have 27 more energy to use. Let's go this way. Got an altar there. Now this altar is going to give me a piece of... Okay, redraw token. Cool. So we can redraw one extra time, but it doesn't really matter. I don't really need the redraws, honestly. Treasure along his path. Beware enemies will ambush you. Okay. We have a small chest with a little bit of fragments there. Got another small chest. So back-to-back small chests is cool. Now this path stops right there. Let's go ahead and hit this. We get a chest from this chick as well. Let's go to Alaz. Yeah, he was naked as suspected. But the issue is, I had him built yesterday, but I accidentally built him in Hefrex gear. I know it makes no sense, but I was doing the builds, wasn't paying attention to what champion it was on, I guess, and I built him. And I had him in a good set, but now I can't have him in that good set because I don't remember what it was. I had to put him just in this build. Dang it. All right, so here we're going to go Lazarius, this. Just going to go full damage, basically. Do I have Harima, who I literally just now took all of her gear off of her? I did. I need to go through and rebuild her as well. Get her in a full defense set. You know what? Let's, instead of doing Harima, so let's go Fjorad. I have him built in a Savage set. He can actually do some okay damage, to be honest. He can. I use him in Fire Knight now, which is kind of surprising. I didn't think I'd ever be using the dwarf. Marius isn't fully geared either. I've been trying to go through and gear up tons of my champions in gear that's not going to be replaced. So I've had to make quite a bit of adjustments and changes. He may have some gear, though. Not certain. What the heck? I don't want to click that. Whoa, that's a big Supreme Elhain. Supreme Elhain buffed. All right, Alaz, do your thing, dude. We're not having him switch any forms or anything like that. Boom, boom. Nope, not a very big hit there. Dang, he didn't actually do that much either. Let's have the old Lazarius swap forms. There we go, looking a little bit better now. Get some Enfeeble out. Okay, well, my big dude goes down. It's not very cool, but thankfully, she doesn't really do anything as far as support goes anyways, so it's not really going to matter. Go ahead and place his block damage up. Yeah, he's going to go ahead and just put some good damage up there. There we go. So Laz is putting in some nice hits. And the Dwarf actually, like I said, does pretty solid damage. Now, she's going to continue to res, but at this point, I don't think I care. I'm just going to go full damage on the boss, kill everybody. Good. I'm going to rebuild a Laz later on, but we've got the Curio chest, and this is going to give us decrease each enemy's HP by 3%, 5%, 10%. Pretty cool stuff. Now we get a new level here as well. Trait cards, redraw altars, all that kind of stuff. Curios we have. Now at this point, wait, it doesn't give me a, okay, level 2. Here we go. This is what I was looking for. You want to make sure you get this. Attack and speed, HP resistance, or speed and resistance. I want to go for attack. Let's go with speed and resistance. Actually, let's go attack and speed. That sounds fine. Doesn't really matter, honestly. This is a little skull. I want to go find something that's more intimidating. So let's go against Kaja. I've got no Siegfried picks, unfortunately, yet. Here go Razavarg. Very, very strong build at the moment. And then we'll throw in this. We should clear this wave in no problem. No time at all. Razavarg should drop them pretty quick. All right, so pretty decent there. Let's see how much damage he does here. Should be some solid damage. Yeah, it is. It is definitely some solid damage. Let's go as A1. We'll switch Embreeze. He should clear everything, basically. Dang. Embreeze may be naked from Siege as well. And the adjustments from that. We're going to steal her, block damage. And then A1. And then here, drop them pretty nicely. Now, Alaz should be able to just melt everything. This was a ball stage. I realized that. The Kaja stage is the ball stage. There we go. So more attack. Crit rate, crit damage is pretty cool. That's a 10% crit damage boost. This goes just an extra 10 and 2. Actually, let's get more speed. That's fine. More speed. Speed all the time. Mix up this fight a little bit. The first time didn't go so well. We're going to go Sulfurion. Drop Newt because he's not fully built right now anyways. These should be more than fine to deal with this. It really shouldn't be much of an issue. We have Dracomorph for AoE decreased defense and weaken, but Rio does bring a cleanse and some nice things like that. We have no Reviver here. Matter of fact, we have no Reviver in my setup at all. I don't need to use a redraw token though. We'll be fine. I do have 3 per day, so you don't have to. Actually, no, sorry. I do have a Reviver. It's in Sulfurion, so we're actually fine there. Now, you don't want to just spam the redraw tokens because you are limited, but you also don't have to hold on to them for dear life because you will get new ones at reset. So it's not really that big of a deal. So you can use them. So you have really plenty of options to go through your champions and such. Let's go and get that done. And then here, hopefully I can just move through the waves pretty quickly. We'll have decreased defense and weaken placed on her. We'll have, boom, a little tiny hit basically. Do decreased defense on everybody, and then hopefully Alaz can just put some decent damage up. Just kidding, he can't because we don't have his A2 off cooldown, unfortunately. Chicken almost died there as well. So the Sulfurion's definitely going to be helpful, specifically against that dude. Kaja's partner, kind of crazy. Kind of crazy for sure. So target Kaja here. Should be a relatively quick fight, hopefully. If we can deal some damage. We do have a bunch of Force Affinity champions against a Spirit Affinity Kaja, so probably doesn't help out too much there. We have some buff strips, so we can work through that. Not a huge deal, but definitely the weak affinity stuff's not helping me at all. I don't know why he swapped forms. I don't know what you're thinking there, Embreeze, but you definitely should have stayed in your other form, bud. It definitely would have been the better. Same thing with you, Alaz. I don't know why you're switching, but you are. Stop switching up on me. All right, here we go. We got some turns going out from Sulfurion. These ones can't be turn meter reduced or anything. So, no speed, no turn meter reduction. But turn meter reduction is still good in these areas. Just not against the boss fights. We just leave it on full auto. We're fine now. We've gotten into our groove. She used her res already. At this point, things should be going very smoothly. So we beat the Kaja, stage 32. And we got mostly all 5-star stuff. Got a 6-star piece there. We got some mythical stuff for Banner Lords. We got Sylvan Watcher's Ring. If I had nice, that could be pretty nice, but I don't, so it's not a big deal. We're going to get this chest. Maybe it's a Mimic. Okay, powerful bosses. There we go. First boss. We have Maximaz today. Now, Maximaz, what you have to do here... Oh, we already have some clanmates who beat him. Basically, he's going to place poisons. Poisons aren't good. We're going to want cleansers. We're going to want block debuffs as well. And past that, we should be fine. We want to have a strip champion who doesn't hit because he is going to basically remove our buffs if we hit him with an attack because it's always going to be a weak hit. I'm going to go ahead and throw in an Elva here. I think Elva should do perfect. We have 3 cleansers. That should be plenty of cleanse. Having a shield set on somebody would be really helpful, to be honest. But I don't have any shields that I want to throw on anybody just yet, so I'm not going to worry about that. We'll go ahead and do this. And then we'll just boost up with Lazarius. We'll get some A1 action there. And the main damage is going to be Siegfried, basically. Just a big single target damage dealer. 1.2 million damage, not too bad, you know, not too bad. Switches forms. We'll try to remove this poison cloud because if it's up, just bad news, basically. We'll go ahead and get... Let's switch forms and try to do some damage with him. Let's just speed this up a little bit. He has strong affinity. Elva will do the cleanse. And then we can have Siegfried do this. He is still losing buff duration. Obviously not the best thing, but it's not a huge deal. We don't take any of those buffs, thankfully. We do drop some of our buff durations, which we will need. Let's go ahead and heal up some, replace those buffs a little bit. Maybe get to wait for him to do another poison cloud before I swap anybody's forms. Okay, so the poison cloud's right here, right? Yeah. So there's no reason to use the A2 from her. It's just going to be basically useless. This we'll go ahead and swap for. Do this. I don't want more poisons on me. It's not fun. Not a fun deal. We did half the damage we did with Elva having... Sorry, Rio having her A2 placed. Now, I don't know why he, using his A2, can remove the poison cloud. He shouldn't be able to because it should be a weak hit, right? But he does, so not for sure why. It works, so I will leave it there, of course, and not question it too much. No poisons really taken this time. And then we just continue on our way. You could build a high resistance champion to solo this as well. It is possible. You just got to resist the poisons, and you're not going to take too much damage. Resist the poisons, have some heals, do brimstone, and you're not going to take too much damage. This boss, obviously I have a stacked team. 1, 2, 3 mythicals and a void legendary, so it is stacked, but it's not the most difficult boss anyways. This, okay, so nothing especially interesting there yet, necessarily. We're going to go for the, let's go HP and accuracy. Helps everybody. We're going to take this path, this path. Okay, got another little boss there. There's big fights around every corner, it seems. We'll go this. We'll go Geralt. Is Geralt built well, though? She actually is built pretty well. Yeah, I did recently rebuild her. And then we'll go, is Aphtodis currently in gear? He is in gear currently. So we'll go this team. We'll just use a few mythicals here. Keep our options, you know, pretty open, I guess. Obviously, kind of a crazy team. Don't know why I hit her of all options, because she's literally unkillable now. And we're going to have to hope that we can strip her with Lazarius. If not, it's going to be an annoying fight. There we go. Definitely a good way to get a very annoying fight on your hands. Here we go. Geralt, really good for this stuff. Especially in the Mimics. I had her on the test server versus the Mimics. She was pretty sweet. Set the target on the boss, and then just let him go, basically. Took half the HP, basically. Just from that hit. She's going to join in more attacks there. He does a lot, because he can't freeze the boss, so he repeats his attack. It's pretty sweet. And then Aphtodis doing some big damage. We finish it in a minute 4. Squad level 5. Extra crit damage, a little bit of crit rate, HP and speed, defense and accuracy. This is a rare. Let's go for the rare. Slightly higher boosts. Get some more rewards there. Very cool. Very cool. Now this, sure, let's take this. Curio chest. This is going to be whenever an enemy places a debuff on an ally, has a chance to reflect the debuff to an attacker instead. I don't know if that even took energy from me. Let's go this way. Let's uncover a bit more of the map. Okay, we got our first attempt at one of these bosses down there in just a moment. It's going to be awesome. Just throw some random champs in there. If we get Siegfried, the waves are easy. I'm surprised I have not gotten Siegfried until this point. I also need somebody to remove that buff, please. It'll be the chicken. If I get a turn with the chicken before he gets a turn, I'll just get him to remove it. But the Phrygius, don't really need him necessarily, but I guess it does help more on the live servers. The test servers, I was just trying to clear it, and I didn't really need to do anything to him. I didn't need the purchasable things from the vendor, but the chests at the end you will want to get because it gives you your gear. There we go. Pretty quick. Now we got this guy. He's gonna be. This is hard mode. Make sure you're in hard mode. Hopefully everybody's default is hard mode if that's what you want to actually be doing. All right, so for this team, what I'm going to try out is we're going to go Sulfurion. We're going to go Sulfurion plus Marichka, so I have 2 revive options. We have extra speed. We have some good damage. This team should get the 30 million damage in one go. I really hope. We have some big shields from there. It really should be fine. Do some block damage. We'll go ahead and throw out an A2. Taras rebuild 704,000 damage versus the basically no damage he was doing previously. Block damage wasn't really needed just now. Whenever these break, by the way, they do deal damage to you, so it's something you gotta be mindful of. If you got block damage on though, it doesn't really matter, and having big shields help out a lot also. But you can end up really messing yourself up. So you need some heals, you need some supports. If you clear those shields, then everything's okay. Obviously. Let's go ahead and cleanse everybody. Get a big heal going. Marichka, the champ for this, basically. About to break the 4 million mark. Okay. He has a high chance to evade, which is obviously not what I'm looking for here. With his shield up, though, he's not going to be evading. And I really want to make sure with his shield up that we have block damage and things like that going. If we can, right? All right, so his shield's going to be in a few turns. We still have to do damage when he doesn't have, even when he doesn't have his shield up. Because if you're not doing damage then, you're going to be missing out on a lot of damage. So you can't really save your abilities for the shield only. You can save some of them, but like I'm still going to have to use his A2. Let's actually just go ahead and throw the block damage up. We'll get the counterattack from everybody. It'll be fine. So we're at 6 million at turn 5 out of 30. As long as we keep with the million damage per turn, we'll hit the 20 million no problem, right? Oh, he already did his shield thing. Okay. I thought he had another turn cooldown for that. Not a huge deal, though. Let's go and get some big heals up, some shields as well. Just because we're about to take some big chunks of damage in just a moment. With these things breaking, right? Decrease defense and weaken. Here it goes. Double hit. Yeah, basically just going to nuke my own champs in a way. We don't need to manual all this. I can definitely full auto it at this point. 486 million. And we're already at 10 million. So if you get lucky and have Taras, awesome. Oh, he's got a counterattack going. That's not right. We have nobody to strip that either, do we? Is he even... I guess he's evading, so he's not counterattacking. Sweet. Don't counterattack, please. Don't do that. Though, on the flip side, his A1 ability is not hitting that hard. Got some brimstone action going. And we need 10 million more damage. That is a bit annoying. The constant evasions. Okay, here we go. He's about to have his shield up, I think, in just a moment. And then we should have a good chance to just finish off the 20 million, be fine. I wonder if it stops you at 20 million or if you just keep going till turn 30. What exactly happens there? I'll probably just let it play out to see how much damage I can get off on him. It probably lets you just keep going, right? I don't know why it'd stop you. People want to try to hit, you know, personal records, and you can continue trying this as much as you want. You don't have to do it in one go. You can come back to it tomorrow. It doesn't cost no energy to do this, so you can continually do it as much as you want. Try it. We're at 14 out of 20. That's a very small progress bar. I'm much closer than that. I'd say I'm closer to halfway. A little bit deceiving there. A little bit tricky. $14.6 turn count, 16 out of 30. So we're falling a little bit behind the million damage per turn. It is what it is, I guess. Not a huge deal. We still have plenty of room to squeeze out the damage from. Counterattacks, ally attacks being pretty helpful for just squeezing out more damage. And then, of course, shields. Shields and heals. Decrease defense and weaken. Boom. Taras goes in. Gets this A2 ability off. If he does, should just do some big chunks of damage to him. Turn 20. I'll say we better hit the 20 million. All right, so Furion died. That's not great because the only way for us to get him back is if Marichka dies. I really don't want to have to do this again. So we're going to try. Okay, we're fine. 19.5 million. Let me know what score you guys got on this boss. What kind of score did you walk away with? What was your strategy for it? Because as far as I'm aware, there is no other way to evade except for just having that gold plated up. Each time he is under at least one gold plated, stacked with 200 speed. Wait, has a 10% chance of evading an enemy's skill and all of its accompanying effects, increases his speed by 5 and chance to evade by 2% each turn he is under at least one gold plated layer. Okay, so he's going to get faster the later the fight goes on. So you want to get rid of the gold plated as quickly as possible. If not, then he's going to get faster and more evasion chance, and the fight's just going to become more difficult. That's good to know. So Furion being down, not great. Tarash is spamming those A2s. So he's running through these turns pretty quick now. Yeah, is he immune to decreased speed? He is immune to decreased speed and decreased turn meter, so can't do any of that. What? What the heck? Plarium, you scammed me. Did I just do all my damage and then I get kicked out of the game? I hope that saved the damage, but I bet it didn't. All right, we're back in the game. Let's go see. Did my damage get saved on Phrygius? Maybe it did, actually. I hope it did. That'd be sweet. 2 speed, 20 accuracy. It did. Perfect. So I went ahead and finished that out. Best teams. Let's see. Okay, somebody got 42 million with Senna. Yeah, Senna makes it super easy. I got 23 million. Pretty cool. Clan rankings. I'm the only person in the clan so far who've fought this boss. But yeah, Senna, if you have her, GG's. Hey, crown number 1 is this way. So if you're looking for the first crown, I found it. Found the first crown. Now we're going to go for Androck. Let's go ahead and do something like this. It doesn't really matter too much. Actually, let's not do that. Let's do this. Let's just go all mythical. Just throw the mythicals in there. Don't think about... No, I am thinking about it. I want to use Furiad, though. I think he's cool. And I gave him a lot of crap before. But I've recently started to like him. So I want to try to use him some. This A3 ability does a little bit of damage. Obviously, it's not the craziest, but I use him on Fire Knight now. If you guys want to see that team, let me know. But I had pulled the 6-star soul from a while back. He's not booked or anything. And then I pulled the champion. I wasn't happy for it. I wish they'd get rid of this daggone chat. I don't want to see that there, and it's just making me click it every time. I almost guarantee you guys are having the same issue. That was no damage. Thank you, Harima, for just completely wrecking my damage there. Cooldown reduction, get her to swap forms. The cooldown reduction doesn't matter to her, but I did the cooldown reduction mostly for Siegfried and then had her swap forms. It is only a 1-turn reduction, so it's not really that significant, to be fair. Her joining in is so cool. The chat being gone is how I like it. I don't think there's any reason for the chat to be there. At least not so intrusively, like taking up half the screen. It's kind of annoying. All right, Siegfried. Kill Androck. Kind of crazy damage, to be honest. That needs to be speed. That's speed, but I want to switch them. Got an extra 5 remnant. Pretty cool. 5 remnant fragments. Now, what do I want to do here? Do I want to fight this boss? Let's go and see if I can expand the map a little bit more. There we go. So we used our 30 energy today. Picked up the Androck. Did the Phrygius fight. Did one of the wandering bosses. So 1 crown, 1 wandering boss. Had some pretty good progress, I'd say, today. Which, in future videos, I'll try to summarize what I did at the end. So if you guys just want to skip to that point to see where I ended up venturing off to, so you can get to that stuff quickly, then you can do so. But that is what I did. As far as gear, we have plenty of inventory spots now. But let's see what kind of gear I picked up. These, not really what I'm looking for. Got the speed boots, that could be cool. This is only cool if it like quad rolls so I can rework it. It doesn't. This is not good. This potential quad roll, even it being a new set, I still want to have good rolls and 6-star pieces. This is okay. Speed crit rate could be nice. I really want more speed. This is more of a support set, I believe. That speed, hey, I'll keep it for now. Sell that. That could potentially be reworked. Might keep the 5-star boots at this point in time. That, I'll roll it up a little bit to see if it was to like triple roll something, possibly. If it doubles and triples, it could be possibly worth it. It doesn't, so just because it's new doesn't mean you should be keeping everything. I'll take the boots up to 16 just because I have no boots yet that are speed. And then this, maybe it goes a triple and I want to rework it. Maybe it goes speed and I rework it. Doesn't do any of that, so I don't touch it. Now this, looking for a triple before I rework it. Yeah, not really looking for a double, so there we go. That's fine. It's a good set, but it's not going to be like, I don't think it's something you should be investing all of your re-rolling materials into. I don't think it's going to be that crazy just yet. You're going to need a lot of pieces. Don't rush into it so quick right now. We have this and this. That's not going to be great, honestly, but possibly. Who knows? Who knows what it's going to be, but I'll leave it there. Thank you guys for watching. That is Grimforest Day 1. Stay tuned. I'll be doing Grimforest Day 2, well, tomorrow. I'll try to do them earlier in the day. Thank y'all very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Best of luck to you in pushing Grimforest, and I will catch you all in the next one.